Got him. Well, I don't know what happened to the first one. I don't know if he dropped or if I just made a bad hit. Well, that's the buck I came in here for. Oh man, that wasn't the shot that I was hoping to make. I don't know exactly what happened, whether he ducked or I just made a bad shot, but he's on the ground. I had to pull another arrow and finish him, but he's a giant deer. He's a smoker of a buck. It's that deer that we came in here to hunt. We'd gotten some daylight pictures of him clear down the ridge. Boy, it's been probably 3 weeks or 4 weeks ago, though, that we got the last daylight pictures of that buck. He's that one that we'd called Daggers, the deer that we'd filmed him 2 years ago right here from this stand on this ridge as a 3-year-old. He's a 5-year-old now, but he's got just a great big giant 10-point frame with a bunch of stickers on his bases. I mean, he's going to be, I can't wait to go down and look at him. I mean, he's laying right there 40 yards away. So you're going to have to bear with me, but I'm pretty excited. I'm going to get down and look at this deer. Look at the size of this thing. Look at the body on him. And look at those antlers. Holy cow. There's no ground shrink on this one. Look at that thing. It's nice when a plan comes together. This is the deer that we were hoping to see on this field. Go. That good? Yep.
It's pretty big.
Yeah, he's cool.
Hoyt's Bowhunting Whitetails is brought to you by Redneck Blinds, Code of Silence Apparel, Hunt Stand Pro Whitetail App, Whitetail Institute, Research Equals Results, B3 Releases, XO Broadheads, Exact Sights, Muddy Outdoors Tree Stands, Stealth Cam Trail Cameras, and Hoyt. Welcome to Hoyt's Bowhunting Whitetails. The weather finally broke. It's a lot warmer, so I'm back on the farm working on some projects. Today, Amos and I are spraying invasive shrubs, bush honeysuckle and prickly ash. So if you're interested in that, keep an eye out. We should be posting a video on the Dream Farm series pretty soon about that process, how to remove these kind of invasives from your property. So let's take a look at this hunt. It was, I think it was the, 30th or 31st of October, very end of October. That is a really good time frame. I've really started to have a lot more success during those last few days of October, trying to hunt it smarter, hunting it harder. But this was an early lesson for me in how good that time frame can be. And I really think that the last week of October gives you an opportunity to hunt some of the bucks that you're hoping to see during the season before they start to move during the rut. So you get farther into the rut, into November a little ways, and the bucks are off cruising. They're tied up with does. They're moving a lot less predictably. But that last week of October, they're starting to increase their activity level. They're moving more in daylight, but they're staying closer to home. So I don't think you're going to see quite as much overall buck movement in late October as what you're going to see, let's say, a week later. But if you're hunting one specific buck, your chances of killing that deer are going to be probably higher the last few days of October than what they would be at any time before or after that. The other obvious takeaway on this one is the fact that I had another string jumper. And this is going to be a little bit of a repetitious theme that you're going to see over the next couple of seasons. And it took me a while before it finally settled in. One example of it, and you think, well, that's just one deer. Well, two examples, like from the 2009 season, and you think, well, that's just two. No big deal. It doesn't mean that they all do that. And then Mike Sawyer had that buck in 2010 that didn't really drop when he stopped him, and you start to get an inconclusive picture of what they do. Well, 2011 was the turning point for sure. I had two string jumpers that were, this one I got lucky and killed him, but you're going to see one later that was very heartbreaking that that I didn't get. And it eats into your confidence. You get to full draw and there's a bit of doubt. There's a bit of questioning as to how this is going to turn out, where, like I said earlier, in an earlier episode, it was really easy for me up until then because I just had only success. And then starting in 2009, I started getting more and more of these string jumpers. And I got lucky and killed this one. From here on, I should be aiming low at every single one. And I'm not yet for a little while. And you'll see the results of that over the next couple of seasons. Like I said, we're back on the farm working again, so I'm not sure how many of these classic short hunts I can keep producing here over the next couple of weeks because of, obviously we're going to have our hands full with some of these projects. But I'll keep, trying to get them out as often as I can, and hopefully you're enjoying them. They've been a lot of fun for me. Well, I appreciate you joining me. I'll see you right back here again soon for the next episode of Hoyt's Bowhunting Whitetails. And remember to always dream big.